So, welcome in. Hello everyone, my name is Jess or Jeffy. You might already know me from Twitch and I've done a couple of build videos on here, but if not, welcome to the channel. My name's, like I say, Jess or Jeffy. Call me whatever you want. Well, I mean within reason, but whatever. Hello, this is the start of my Let's Play that I've been working on over the last few months, which is why my hair changes throughout the video. But yeah, welcome in. This is Don's part of the story. It's a brief history of, and then where he is now 25 years later in Pleasantview. We'll be exploring all of the pre-made Sims from Pleasantview and then a couple of new faces on the Let's Play. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Enjoy. Bye. Here we are in Pleasantview. This is the game as you load up. A lot has happened in 25 years, and a lot's about to happen in the next 25. Mortimer Goth has made his fortune, the Pleasants put down roots, and a new generation of Sims was born. But the peaceful, happy existence is in jeopardy when some new arrivals to Pleasantview start stirring up trouble, creating rivalries and tensions for all the families in the neighbourhood. Can anything be done to restore the peaceful, sleepy, idyllic Pleasantview? Okay, and then we'll quickly hop to Dean. Dean Winchester? I think not. Don Lothario. Who is Don Lothario? Is his engagement to Cassandra Goth genuine? And what about the rumour that her mother Bella was last seen scaling the deck of his condo? Starting off with Don. Obviously, we all know and love him. He's the town's bad boy. You look at his family tree, and we've got Adriana and Nicolo, his parents. Hopefully I haven't butchered those names, but I guess we'll find out in the comment section. Adriana was shy, lazy, playful and neat. Nicolo was sloppy, outgoing, serious and grouchy. So they're quite different personalities, quite conflicting. I mean, it seems like an odd match, but it obviously worked, but then it did produce Dons. Both of them were fortune aspiration Sims though, so they obviously had a common ground in that. Nicolo was very interested in money, so obviously in The Sims 2 they have their wants, their fears, their personality points, but they also have interests. So his interests, he was very interested in money, opposed to Adriana, who actually weirdly has no interest in money whatsoever. She doesn't even have a single interest point in it, which is odd considering she's got the fortune aspiration. But I mean, I'm not here to judge.
You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge
Jeffy Plays.
It is what it is. Anyway, they're both dead. So yeah, they are what they are. Don is sloppy, outgoing, active. He's sort of in between serious and playful, and he's more on the grouchy side. He sort of takes more after his paternal grandparents, actually. He's a Leo, but generally Sims that do have the personality that Don has would normally be a Gemini. So they obviously programmed that for whatever reason, so he's the Leo. I know nothing about star signs, so you'll have to let me know in the comments if this suits him or not, because I don't fucking know. Don is a romance sim. He lives in Pleasantview at 150 Main Street. He's an intern in the medicine career. I don't know if he was born in Pleasantview or when he arrived in Pleasantview, but he's there now, and he's still there 25 years later. Don, when you first open the game, is in need of a maid because his house is an absolute shithole. Which kind of makes sense because he's a sloppy sim. There's multiple pictures of women all around his house and one that looks a lot like Bella. So he's got a hot tub for boning, which is obviously his favourite pastime as a romance sim. And it is a proper bachelor's pad. When we first start the game, he has got 4 romantic relationships as you start. So he's obviously engaged to Cassandra Goth. He's involved with his maid Kaylin. I think he's in love with her. He's got a crush on Dina Caliente, and he's in love with Nina Caliente. At the start of the game, he also has a connection to Bella Goth. When we first enter the game, she's actually technically missing. Whether she'll be back 25 years later or not, who's to know? The last place Bella was seen was on Don's deck, looking through a telescope. And if you look at their memories, so the last memory Don has of Bella is her rejecting him for a kiss, and then she goes missing. So make of that what you will. I mean, obviously she appears in Strangetown, and there is rumours that she was abducted by aliens. Nobody really knows the real reason why she ended up in Strangetown, and I guess we'll have to wait and see if she's back in 25 years later and where she is in her life. He actually got engaged to Cassandra after the declined kiss from Bella, and because he's involved with Nina and Dina Caliente, who both have alien heritage, there is that wonder whether maybe there's something to do with them as part of her abduction. But I mean, I guess it's all speculation at this point. And I just love to speculate wildly, quite honestly. Okay, but tell us what's happening now! Around comes the wedding day, and Cassandra thinks everything is hunky-dory. But unfortunately for her, at the time, Don does do a fucking runner. He scarpers quite quickly out of there and leaves her at the altar, so she's left feeling distraught. Poor Cassandra.
Steve Flo. Steve Flo, Judy.
In the years following on from this, Don actually met a woman at work called Martha Powers, and he began having an affair with her. She was actually with somebody at the time, but they decided to carry on anyway. They ended up actually falling in love, and Don fell quite quickly for Martha, and more than he actually expected to. They moved in together, and he decided that it would be a nice thing to do to celebrate and go on holiday to Tweaky Island together. Unfortunately for Don, when they were there, Martha met a young, handsome local in the sauna and began having another affair with him. Don actually found this out while they were on holiday and was completely crushed, completely heartbroken, and didn't expect it at all. They broke up, had a very awkward plane ride home, and then Martha moved out. Following this, Don decided that he didn't want to put himself back in that position again because he'd actually really cared about Martha, had decided he wanted to try and change, he didn't want to hurt her, so he'd been the one to actually get burnt this time. And with that happening, it sort of put things into perspective for Don of how he treated women in the past, and he decided he wanted to try and make amends with them. So he actually apologised to all of the women he had scorned. Some of them forgave him, some less so, which you'll find out when we get to them. And he then decided to focus solely on his medical career. In doing so, he managed to whip up through the ranks, and he actually reached level 10 of the medicine career quite quickly and has maintained a really good reputation while he's been working there. He then decided that he wanted to start a new venture and open his own Lothario labs, basically, and he wanted to develop vaccines, develop cures for mysterious illnesses, and all of these things to try and help out different Sims. My nose rings itchy. So he decided to do that. While doing that, he decided to consult a businesswoman by the name of Christina. She basically whipped him into shape with Lothario Labs, and he was sort of left reeling by this. They actually ended up working quite closely together and did become close. Both of them were single, and then they started dating. And Don, once again, found himself falling quite deeply in love with her and decided that this was it. This was the woman that he thought he could make it work with, because Christina is a family sim, and then he decided he wanted a family with her. So with her being the top of her career track, him being the top of his career track, they bought a modest starter home, which is not so modest, which just so happens to be next door to the Goth residence. So they moved in, and they got a little dog called Buffy, a little puppy that they rescued from the local shelter because they thought it might put them off having kids for a bit longer. They then decided to go on holiday to Tweaky Island, where he sort of wanted to mend his sad feelings about it because he hadn't been back since that happened, and it was somewhere where he always liked to holiday. So they had a really great time, and he actually ended up proposing to her over dinner in the restaurant, and she of course said yes. So they got married, they had a quiet little ceremony on the beach while they were over there, and then when they got home they actually found out that she got pregnant on honeymoon. So that led to their first son, Thomas. So they have 3 children now, and I'll tell you about all of their personalities. So can we take a moment to appreciate how badly timed I've done the popping sounds in this bit? And that is all. Thank you. Bye. He has the knowledge aspiration, so he wants to follow in his parents' footsteps of having a good education, getting a good job and working hard, and he's really interested in politics. So he's a level 2 in the politics career track, as well as being an A-star student in private school. So all 3 of the children go to private school. Thomas is an Aries. He's neat, outgoing, active, serious and grouchy, and I've got it written down because I've got literally the memory of a fucking sieve, which if you watch me on Twitch, you'll already fucking know that. But either way, I've written it down because I didn't want to forget. And then he has a logic skill point, I think a couple of logic skill points, and then creativity. And then he's got his twin siblings, Leanna and Henry, who are children. And they are obviously both, not obviously, maybe they wouldn't be, but both of them are also private school students. Henry is a C student and Leanna is a B student. Despite being twins, because of the way that Sims 2 works, they have got different star signs, and I decided to leave it like that because I thought, fuck it, doesn't really matter. So Henry's a Pisces and Leanna is a Sagittarius, and Henry is sloppy, outgoing, active, serious, and very nice, and Leanna is sloppy, shy, active, very playful, and very, very nice. She's got 10 nice points, so she's a little sweetheart. And it's the classic Lothario genes as well. They're all really cute. So Henry has got the charisma skill, and that's it. And then Leanna has got logic, charisma, creativity, and cleaning. So that is the children. And with Christina being quite significantly younger than Don, he's obviously an elder. When we start the game, he's getting on a bit. He's got a teenager and he's got 3 kids. And then Christina's still got quite a long way to go before she becomes an elder, because she had sort of only really just grown up when she met Don. She'd worked really hard as a young adult and got promoted very quickly as well. So she is considering more children, and Don has actually developed the secondary aspiration of family. So whether or not he rolls a want for another child and they do have another child, I guess we'll have to find out. But at the moment they've got the 3 kids. They're considering moving to another house because they feel like they're outgrowing it, what with the kids not each having a bedroom of their own. And they're hoping that Thomas will take on the family business of Lothario Labs when Don does want to retire. However, because he's quite swaying towards politics, it might be on the shoulders of one of the younger 2. So I guess we will find out. But that's where the family is when we pick up from there with them. I will be uploading a speed build of Lothario Labs later on in the week. So you can see their laboratory. It's like, I should have called it Dexter's Lab, but anyway, it wouldn't have made sense. I just really like the idea of that now I've just said it. But anyway, I stream obviously on Twitch as well on a Monday, Tuesday, and a Friday. I stream The Sims 2 Our Uberhood on a Monday, and I stream we're building Stardew Valley in The Sims on a Friday, and then I stream Zelda Breath of the Wild on a Tuesday. So if you want to come and join in the fun over there, I'll drop all the links down in the bio. And if you liked the video, then I'd appreciate it if you gave me a like and considered subscribing, just because it would be nice. I don't know why I said that, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in Pleasantview in the future. Bye guys.